HTML tutorial 5. We're going to put an iframe onto a web page, make a drop-down menu, a calendar where the user can select a date, and then we're going to put an audio file and a video file onto the web page. Open up your text editor and save as an HTML file. Write out a simple HTML document. I'm just going to use the shortcut. Don't worry if you don't have all this, you'll be just fine without it. First thing we're going to do is make an iframe. What is an iframe? An iframe is a web page inside of another web page. This is the iframe that I'm going to make. It's actually just a HTML document from one of the other lessons. A more realistic example of where you would actually see an iframe used is when websites have an interactive map on their website that's actually just an iframe to Google Maps. And so you can scroll around in it, you can get the directions to the place that you're going. Lots of banner ads that you see on websites along the side of the website are often iframes too. So essentially it's just when you create a web page inside of your web page. We're going to make an iframe tag. For the source, I'm just going to use the name of one of these HTML files. For the width, we'll go 100%, so it'll take up 100% of the screen. Height, we'll say 200 pixels. Now let's open this up and see what it looks like. There's the iframe. So it's just the same HTML document that we made in lesson 4. Next, we're going to make a drop-down menu where we have a few options that the user can choose from. And we're going to surround it with this cool little box that's called a field set. We'll start off with a form tag. No action for now, because we don't have any backend. We're just keeping it simple. And inside the form tag, we'll make a field set tag. The field set is just this box that's around it here. And to get this writing at the top of the box, we're going to use a legend tag. You can write whatever you want in it. And outside of the legend tag, we'll just write select a plan. And then throw in a few line breaks, just so that all of this isn't showing up on the same line. And then we're going to make our drop-down menu now. We'll start with a select tag. And again, no name or ID, we don't need those for now. And inside of the select tag, we're going to put our options. Again, you can put whatever you want in here. And copy and paste it, write a few out. And let's put a few more line breaks after the select tag. Now let's take a look at this. So there's our field set, there's the legend tag at the top, select a plan, and then here is the select tag that we did with our few different options. And underneath it, let's put a calendar. We'll say select the day you want your plan to begin on. And again, some line breaks. And the calendar is really easy. It's actually just an input tag. And the type is date. That is all we have to do, and now the browser is going to have a cool little calendar in it where you can click and select a different date or month or whatever. HTML is kind of awesome that way. You don't actually have to code your own calendar. You don't have to do anything. You literally just have to make an input tag that says date as the type. Super simple and super quick. Now we're going to put an audio file onto the web page. Let's put another line break in. And we'll make an audio tag. And we're going to write the word controls right after audio inside of the opening tag. That's just going to make it so that the audio that shows up has some controls where the user can start it, pause it, or turn up the volume. And just put the audio file that you want to reference inside of the same folder as the HTML file that you're working in, unless you want to use relative file paths like we did in the second video. For my audio file, I just have a random copyright-free audio file that I downloaded. It's called priceoffreedom.mp3. So I'm going to write that inside of the source here. There's our audio file. But I put it inside of the field set, and that's kind of weird. I don't like that because it's not really part of the subscription plan. So we'll take it out. And I'll just put it outside of the field set. Now the user can play it, pause it, turn the volume up and down, whatever. And the video tag is going to be really similar. Again, we'll include the word controls inside of the opening tag. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to start it or stop it or change the volume. For source, I'm just going to say HTML video. .mp4. And that is really big and weird. I don't like seeing my face that big. Let's turn the width down. That's kind of weird. We'll say width equals 25%.